I wonder how many people would actually live on the secluded island in today's day and age. Is it a lot? Is it a little? I'm going to say city folks would despise it. More country folks would love it. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing the Ballad of Wallis Island. So it's about pretty simple premise. We have a guy who's on an island and he's got some money, as you can see from the trailer, and he invites two singers, people that he loves back in the day, and he wants to play a private concert for them. But the two singers, they haven't seen each other in quite some time, and will love reconnect, or will they just realize, you know what, the past in the past, and we need to move the freak on? So did I like this film? Honestly, going into the trailer, I was like, this might be a conventional movie. Sure, it might be a conventional movie, but it was done it was a great movie. Let's put it that way. It's a great freaking film with great acting, great writing, great looking film, and just an overall simple experience where it was nice to just like sit and relax and have good chuckles with people in the theater. So on top of the positives, like I said, Carey Mulligan does a good job, and the two main guy actors, I don't know their names. It's pretty silly of me for not knowing it, but I could pull up my phone and look. But they also wrote and produced the movie as well, and so they did a great job of what they're trying to do. They didn't direct it, so I thought that was very interesting. If you're going to write, produce, act, I would think like, oh, I want to direct this as well. But they were like, nah, we don't want to direct. Maybe it's just too much work overall. So I think it did a great job with that. The look of the movie, having it on this secluded island, is very interesting and fun because it also makes me want to go visit this secluded island. Of how many islands are really out there in the world that you could do these random touristy spots of bird watching and things like that, like almost the big year. But of course, it's more secluded. And I just like more interested of like, how much do we not know about the world because we refuse to even try to look? And that's what this movie kind of brought to me as well. This is a simple theme of loss, past, and what you should keep a hold of or what should you let go. Because this movie isn't saying you should always let go of your past, but there are some things that you probably should let go that isn't quote unquote permanent. Like a loved one that dies. You don't really want to let that go. But a lost lover that, they've moved on, they've married, it's time for you to move on as well because it just ain't going to happen anymore. And this movie kind of goes that route. Also, the look of the movie was just absolutely fantastic. I mean, there was very, very little post-production. I would say there's maybe one or two post-production shots, especially with the candlelights and something else that you're like, okay, post-production makes sense. But everything was in camera. Everything was real. Everything was on location. And I always give movie props for trying to do things on location. So you're basically like, Christopher Nolan's a 10 out of 10. Maybe for a lot of his movies except Interstellar. Okay, I just didn't really like Interstellar, but slapped me in the face for that one. I saw the ending from a mile away. When I saw the bookcase, I'm like, I know what's happening. But yeah, you could say some negatives. You could say the guy with the beard can get a little bit annoying with his dialogue. I know that's the point of his arc, is to kind of be that annoying guy that doesn't know when to stop and feels like he has to intertwine in every conversation just because of his personality. I understand that there's probably some people out there in the world that really do this. But there were some scenes where I was like, can we slow it back? Slow it back. And we don't do it because, like I said, maybe that's his personality and he doesn't know how to do that just because he has been kind of, quote-unquote, secluded for 5 years. And, yeah, he sure has the onesie-twosie person to talk to on this island. But other than that, he's really just kind of by himself. So it's probably one of those things where he's just so quiet and reserved. But when he actually has people around him, it kind of like tenfold of like, oh, I could actually talk. And it makes him feel like his need to speak out. But overall, The Ballad of Wallis Island is a very simple movie, but it's a simple movie that works on a lot of cylinders. It's smart, it's witty, it's fun. It kept me entertained for the whole hour and 40 minutes. And, some movies that are like an hour and a half, you're like, okay, where's this going? But this was like, I'm curious where this character is going to go. I'm curious where this character is going to go. And I'm also curious where this character is going to go. So when you have me invested in the three main characters, and there is one side character, Carey Mulligan's husband, which if you asked me to even look at his name and pronounce it, I would not be able to do it because I saw it on the credits. I was like, yeah, I can't even try that. No, not with this short tongue. But It was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Very few very few things to criticize about this movie because it's a simple, fun movie about past, present, and future. So the Ballad of Wallis Island will receive a 4.5 out of 5 blue futons, which equals that 90%. So let's see the critics and user scores gave this one. So you have critics a 97% with 66 of them. Audience score 90% with over 50. Critic consensus. The Ballad of Wallis Island hums along a sweet melody without lapsing into outright sentimentality, mining a great deal of warmth from its humble premise. So the two main people are Tom Basden and Tim Key. Is Tom Basden you don't even see his picture. So he's not really, okay, interesting. So yeah, there we go. We have a 97 in the 90s. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing's Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Watch this tape tomorrow. Week from a month and a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Peace and love. Peace and love. And like I said, could you live on a secluded island? I think a lot of people in this world could not.